Preparation, presence, and belief, and you can accomplish anything. Tune in. Good morning. Thank you for joining me, Coach Michael, on your Monday morning. Preparation, presence, and belief, and you can accomplish anything. Saturday, January 24th. Taipei. Taipei 101, the largest skyscraper in all the world. Alex Honnold, rock climber, soloist, he climbs rocks, cliffs with no ropes. 2017, he scaled El Capitan in Utah in 3 hours and 56 minutes, no ropes. He had a dream his entire life to scale a building. So which building does he choose? The Taipei 101, the actual tallest building in the world. Televised live on that Saturday on Netflix. If you haven't watched it, I highly recommend you watch it. He scaled that building in a little bit more than an hour and a half, using no ropes, no harnesses, no net, just scaled the building. Now, my wife was watching this with me, and her natural reaction is, this guy is crazy. But here's something interesting. Is he crazy, or does he have really, really, really big dreams? In 3 areas, I talked about preparation is the first. Imagine the preparation this gentleman has done. He's 40 years old. He started climbing at 10. So 30 years he's been climbing. If you watch his workout regimen, doing pull-ups and all these calisthenics, doing 1, 2, 3, 400 reps of the same thing, doing pull-ups with just his fingertips. His preparation, not only physically, but his preparation mentally. He's in his mind, he has climbed this building over and over and over and over again. Reminds me of the days when my young boy used to play baseball. And we were doing, it was kid pitch. And he never pitched. He was an outfielder. And somewhere during the game, the coach said, "Zach, let's get you on the mound." Now, back then, Dontrelle Willis for the Miami Marlins was his favorite pitcher. And he would walk around the house all day long doing this throwing motion of Dontrelle Willis, standing at his side, pulling his leg up and throwing. So he was going over and over and over, just walking around the house for several months, imitating Dontrelle Willis. So when he got up on the mound for the first time ever, one kid walked, got on first. Second one, he striked out. The third, pop up, threw the kid out in first, double play, boom, bang, done. And everyone's, "What? Zach, you're a rock star." What Zach didn't understand is when he got up on the mound for the first time, physically, he's been there over and over and over in his mind because he was practicing the repetitions, walking around the house as a kid, not even understanding it. So Alex Honnold was going through the repetition in his mind. As he was working out physically, he was thinking about some of the moves and what he would have to do. So the preparation, bar none, presence. Think about the presence you need to have, being present in the moment when you're scaling a building or a mountain or a cliff with no ropes and no net. Which means if you fall, you're done. There's no gray area. It's black, it's white. You fall, you're dead. So he had to be present, getting his hand just right, where to grab, blocking everything out, and just being in the moment. And belief. Belief in himself that it can be done. You know, the word impossible spelled in lowercase is something that I've never done. The word impossible spelled uppercase is something that's never been done. How many times do we talk ourselves out of trying something new because we never did it? or someone else never done it. Alex Honnold doesn't have that. Doesn't have that blockage. And also, he has fear. Yeah, he's fearful, but the fear makes him present. He uses that to invigorate himself and motivate himself to be present in the moment. And also, fear is good. Usually on a climb, where do most people get hurt? It's usually in the last 5 minutes. You might be climbing for 2 hours. That last 5 minutes, you're so close to the achievement, to the accomplishment, you take your guard down a little bit. You get a little tired. You think it's already in the bag. And that's where your concentration slips. So what does this have to do to relate to us? Preparation. I don't know what your line of work is or your industry or staying in your lane, but the preparation you need to put into yourself mentally and physically to be in your best shape, to show up as your best as the leader of the organization, as an employee as an organization, what type of preparation much a salesperson does, and knowing his client, learning the most that he possibly can before he sits down with this person, does a proposal. The presence, I always say that being present is a secret to life. Not 5 minutes ago, not 5 minutes from now, being present right here, right now, and believing that you can accomplish anything you put your mind to. As long as you've done the work, as long as you put in the hours, and as long as you believe in yourself, there's no reason why you can't accomplish it. So if you haven't watched it, Skyscraper Live, Netflix, when he was standing on the top of that building, it was like a walk in the park for him. Taking a selfie, a little windy up here. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. Where I know for a fact my legs would be shaking. They would buckle. I would not be able to stand there. I would be scared shitless. But him, no. Why? He's put in the work. He's put in the preparation. He's present in the moment, and he believes in himself. Watch the show, and think of what you're capable of doing if you take some of those ingredients. As always, I want to thank you for joining me, Coach Michael, on your Monday morning. I want to wish you a productive, profitable week. Go get them, and I'll see you next Monday. Be well.